But the highest kind of spiritual friendship that you can have in monastic life, and is of course also true for lay life, is the friendship of the Buddha himself. In that friendship of the Buddha himself, you gain by reading what the Buddha said 2,500 years ago. When you read what the Buddha said 2,500 years ago, you're in the presence of the Buddha. There he is right there. Because this is what he was. This is what he was all about, teaching these teachings. So there you have the highest kind of spiritual friendships right there, right in front of you, by reading these Buddhist teachings. And it's actually quite important to have some idea what the Buddha talked about, because if you don't know that, it's very easy to be led astray. You have no idea what people like me, I come up here and speak to you. You don't know what I'm saying. You know if it's true, if it's wrong, if I'm leading you astray. The only way you can find out if what I say is correct or not is by going to the suttas and checking out. Am I saying what is in accordance with the Buddha, or am I talking nonsense? And of course you can't take my word for that. You have to check it out for yourself. And it's important, and I know that there are many people who've been led astray by teachers in the past, and when they find out that the teacher is not what they thought this teacher was, they become incredibly disappointed, and sometimes they fall away from Buddhism, they fall away from this potential of developing themselves in a beautiful way, simply because they placed faith in the wrong person. So for that reason it's good to have some idea what the Buddha taught. And the Buddha is the highest kind of spiritual friend because, of course, he had the full insight into the teachings that he taught. So don't neglect that. And of course, in monastic life, you have these things more than you have anywhere else. I spend a fair amount of my time as a monk to study these suttas. I study these suttas almost every day because I think it is very important to know what they are. And it's also very nice to be able to draw inspiration by reading some of these beautiful teachings.